Good afternoon, travelers. I'm coming to you from Bryce, Arizona, up by Bryce, Utah. Oof, not Arizona. Up by the Bryce Canyon National Monument. We're camped up here, and I just want to give a short video. Probably won't be short, but a little video about what's been going on. So this is not really actually filming traveling, but it is filming where we're camped and somewhat travel. So I'm going to turn you around and let you see my campsite right now. Let's see where we at. Oh, the sun's about to set, so seeing what I'm seeing is not going to be real easy with the sun setting over there. But this is the view from my campsite. Oops, I don't want to go in so dang close. Okay, so there's this. I guess they call these things HOODIES? I'm not sure. Bruce knows. But this is my campsite. The sun's about to set, so it's pretty bright. And the camera has a hard time focusing on that. And this is a pretty steep drop into this canyon, and pretty area. Let's see. There we go. Come on, camera, work. Right. Come on. There's the rest of them parked up there, and there we are. Jake and Quark is inside, but the sun's behind me, and I'm going to walk out here to the rest of my camp area and let you see what's going on out here. There's some real pretty stuff at this campground. Real pretty. It's Forest Service land. So we're in the Dixie National Forest, and we've been in the Dixie National Forest for the last couple weeks, only in different places. This place is relatively new for us, and there's some more of those, what they call HOODIES, and more of these red rock. And I'd love to show you clear out there, but the sun is just there, blocking the viewpoint, and this is what it looks like out here. This is my backyard. Been my backyard for several days. So anyway, I've noticed a lot's been happening, not for the good, out in the nomad community. A lot of people's vehicles having issues. Lots of friends of mine have had, issues with their RVs or their motorhomes. Like the last video I put out, Beach Cricket had a problem with her transmission, and shortly after that, our good friend Seven Gray, who has a channel, had his truck got stolen. And then I've noticed a couple other friends that their vehicles have been towed and that sort of thing. I'm very fortunate that my motorhome is working really well. Now, on the other hand, my little tracker is not. I killed it. I had set it up and was going to do a video on the build that I built out the back of the camper to make it into a little mini camper, so that when we go traveling to these remote places, I can unhook the tracker from the van and go sightseeing. So I was instructed on how to do that, and what to do, and what gear to put it in, and all that stuff. And I did all that according to what I was told. And one thing they forgot to tell me, and that was that you have to check your little toad in gear to see if it's in gear. I mean, you have to try to move it and see if it's in gear, and it shouldn't be. It should be the transfer case needed to be in neutral. And you know, I've driven stick shift vehicles before, and normally when you put something in neutral, the shifter knob wobbles back and forth, up and down, and it kind of feels free. It kind of has free play. Well, I found out a four-wheel drive doesn't act like that. When you put that four-wheel drive into neutral, it should not have free play. It only has free play in one direction, not all four. And I was not aware of that because my shifter knob that has all the numbers on it is not in the tracker. So I had to guess. Well, I didn't guess very well. And basically I dragged the tracker down the road and put a rod right through the block. So unless somebody out there in Nomad Land has a tracker motor for a 1990 tracker available, or even into any other place, my tracker's dead. So what I've decided to do is to look for a job, and I think I've got one. I'm going to be leaving here tomorrow morning, going back to Valley up by the Grand Canyon, and I'm going to possibly work for a company called Under Canvas. And what they are is glamping tents, and I will be driving a van for them, picking up mail and picking up supplies and taking employees from point A to point B. That sounds fun. The downside is on the down part, when you're not driving, they want me to do housekeeping, and I'm not real good at that, and neither is my body. So we'll talk to them tomorrow and see what's going on. Maintenance in the yard outside, okay. Yard maintenance, okay. Vacuuming a little bit, okay, but housekeeping, that's a lot of crawling and kneeling and that sort of thing, and my body doesn't work well doing that. So hopefully it's not, you know, changing beds and doing actual rooms. I really am hoping and praying that's not the case. But rather than, you know, jump on here and you know, do what others have done, I decided that I have my house, it's working fine, I can get from point A to point B, and I'm just going to go get a job. And I did, and I applied for a lot of them, and this one called me the other day and asked me to come in for an interview tomorrow or Friday. I've already interviewed with them once, but they want me to come in for an in-person interview, and they've gave me an offer. By being on disability, though, you're limited on your hours, on how many hours you can work, and you're limited on how much money you can make. Let me show you this sunset real quick. It's going down behind that mountain. Okay, there it is. There it goes. And now you can see, whoops, I went too far. Now you can see my view here of what I'm looking at. And the camera does not do it any justice whatsoever, but it's absolutely just beautiful. That's what we're looking at. And anyway, there's the sunset. Story where I left off. I hope I can remember where I left off. Oh shoot. Anyway, so I'll be leaving here tomorrow morning around 9 or 10 a.m. and driving back. It's about a 5.5, 6 hour drive, so I'll take it in 2 days and get back and meet with them and get all the particulars about the job. So with Social Security, like I was saying, now I remember, you're only allowed a certain amount or you lose your benefits. Because I'm on disability, I'm not quite 65 yet, I've got another few months to go. I can't draw my disability yet until then. I mean my pension until then. I'm on disability until that point. So I can only work with the wage they're going to give me 25 hours a week. And I know they wanted more, but that gives me 3 days at 8 hours a day. Gives me days off, which is not too bad. I can go and work on the property and get things done. Plus, it'll give me money for the things I absolutely need. Because the tracker blew up, I had to move our new little freezer into the van. and I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. It's kind of crowded. I'm not thrilled with it, but it works. But it's drawing a lot of power off of my batteries, and I just don't have the power. I have barely enough to keep the refrigerator going. So part of the thing I'm going to be purchasing when I get paid from this job is solar batteries. I'm going to get at least 2, maybe 3. I'm not going to get the new Battleborns. I cannot afford them. I'm going to get them off eBay at half the cost. They'll be used, but they'll work. They'll have maybe 30 cycles, and there's hundreds of cycles they can do. The other thing is I've got to buy another vehicle. I have to have a vehicle to get in and out of our property. The van is not going to make it during monsoon season or in the winter. If we're here in the winter, I have to have a 4-wheel drive, something small. Hopefully another tracker, maybe a little mini pickup, a Mitsubishi Montero, a little small one, a 2-door, just something small, but something that can pull a little trailer so I can get supplies for the property as I want to go and find some free things on Craigslist and that, building materials so I can start building what I need to build and fix my property up. So we got batteries, we've got a vehicle, an emergency fund. That's the other one, the emergency fund. I want to build that back up. And then finally, I'll be taking Jake back to the doctor. I think I know what his coughing is all about. I think he has congestive heart failure, but I'm not positive. We're going to get that checked out and find out if he does or if he doesn't. Pretty much all in all, he's healthy. He's lost a little bit of weight, but he's still healthy, playing, acting normal. He's just got that cough. And so I want to make double sure that he does not have congestive heart failure. And I'll keep you updated for that. I know y'all love him, and he's an awesome dog. And, you know, I hope he's around for another, 4 or 5 more years at least. I mean, he's just turned 11. He'll be 12 in January. So, and I know labs can live at least out to 15 years. So I'm hoping he will live that long. He's doing really, really well. He wants to play where we are, but we're almost to 9,000 feet, so I will not let him play, and he's very sad. But if I do, he could collapse because of the lack of oxygen. So I'm going to take him in. So that's 4 things, I think. Batteries, a vehicle, emergency fund, the vet for Jake. And I think I can do all of that this summer. I also have Outback up for sale. I thought maybe I sold him. I'm not real sure that I have. The gal that wants to buy him hasn't paid for it yet. And she hasn't really been in a hurry to pay for him. And I need the funds ASAP. So we'll talk to her again and see if she's serious about it. If not, we'll sell it on Marketplace or Craigslist or something like that. We also have our winter freezer that I want to sell. That's an 85 quart fridge combo. It's not a separate thing, it's one or the other. So that I want to sell, and then depending on what kind of vehicle I get, if I don't get a tracker, then there's lots of tracker parts I'm going to sell. I have a tow hitch and a few other things that I would sell if I don't get a tracker. If I do, we'll move them over to the new tracker. I'm fine with that. But I want to get one that runs. I was going to get one some guy had in Las Vegas for $600, and he had an engine in there, but he just didn't want to go outside and check to see if you could move the engine. And I'm not going to buy one that has no engine, that the engine's no good. What's the point? So I declined going and getting that one, and so we're gonna do this the American way, which is we're gonna go get a job, and we're gonna earn some money, and we're gonna refund our travels. And after the season is over, which is mid-October or the end of October, we'll hit the road again. And if we got to, we'll do it again next summer. But I got to build some finances up to make that property work. So as they say, Lord willing and the creek don't rise, my health will hold out so that I can work. I haven't worked in 21 years, people. That's a long time. Been disabled that long. Since 2005. Actually, I have worked. I worked at Walmart the first year I was traveling. I worked for the summer for them as a greeter. But I was in my wheelchair there and wasn't moving around like I am now. But since 2005, I haven't had a regular job, just this short season job. So I'm way rusty, and this is working with customer service, and I get annoyed sometimes at people, and hopefully I don't here, because it has to do with dealing with people. So I'm gonna have to find out and dust off my better clothing from my mothballs and dress to impress and go and get a job. The job description would be driving. I think I said that already. If I haven't, I'll be driving a van. So I think I did say that. I probably did. Anyway, let me go show you that how our camper is set up right now. It's really dirty because we had nothing but windstorms and dirt. So there's dust and dirt everywhere. So please don't chew me out. I always clean it before I leave and go from there. So I'll swing it around and show you where I've stuck this squeezer. Well, there it is. It's right in the middle of the driver's seat and the passenger seat. Now, I can move it closer to the passenger seat when I'm driving, which gives me room to get into the driver's seat, and then when we're parked, it sits by the driver's seat. The driver's seat is loaded with pillows and blankets right now. That's where they stay when we're parked. And we just did our dishes, so those are all cleaned up. And where's Quark? Where are you? Come here. Come here. There he is. Hi, Quark. Say hi to everybody. Say hi, Quark. Hi. He says, I see Jake, so I'm going to go after Jake. Speak. 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 Quark. Speak. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Step one in training a dog to be quiet is to train the dog when and how to bark. And then you tell him to shush when they're barking. So that's step one. It's kind of an oxymoron, but it really works. And he's very excited. I've been outside like, what, 17 minutes, and he acts like I've been gone for a month. Oh, are you going to play too? He's been having a good time. All right. Where's Jakey Butt? Where are you? Oh, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, you old fart. Come here. Hi. You gonna say hello? Say hi to everybody. All right. Give you one more look over here. You guys can see that sunset. Is that absolutely beautiful or what? Zoomed in too close. Anyway. Where do we go? Sun's going down. My last day here. Got to leave in the morning. Anyway, follow your heart, embrace your dreams, and cherish your life. And when things change, go with the change. Change with it. Don't sit there and be stagnant, wish in one hand and tinkle in the other. You know how that saying goes. So we're going to go to work. So for now, we'll be in Valley for the summer. And we're going to be working. Hopefully it's not too hot and everybody does well. We covet your prayers, so please keep us in your prayers because we're going to need it. It's hot in Valley, and I'm not looking forward to the heat, and I'm not looking forward to having to run the air conditioner all the time. So we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for coming along, and hopefully y'all have a good night. All right? Bye-bye.